Hey guys, long time no see. Haven't posted a video in maybe over a month now, which is because I just wasn't feeling it, and I believe in, even what I've learned from Buddhist teachings is, you should really not force yourself to do anything that you do not believe in, or you don't believe in yourself. If you feel like your heart's not there, then don't do it, because it doesn't really matter to you or other people, because other people will pick up on that. So picked myself up that day from making that video, and I was like, I will not do another video. Not like you guys watch these videos anyways. I do this for my self-improvement anyways. Also, like, you guys believe in my lectures or not, I'll do them anyways. But anyways, I picked myself up that day, and I was like, I will not do another video until I feel like my heart is there. I feel actually driven to do these videos, to pursue in this YouTube channel, to pursue in anything else, such as my boxing, which I joined the gym again tonight after 4 months off. I was still training, but not at the gym. I had to get my heart right. I had to get my drive. No longer motivation. This is a drive. This is the passion now, is boxing. Complete passion. Whether I make it to actually a fighting position, like a pro, or even just to get my amateur record going, because I'm just doing exhibition fights right now. I got one May 18th. But anyways, just like everything in life, you don't want to pursue it. You don't want to force yourself to do it. Your heart has to be there. It does. I am a firm believer in your heart has to be in everything you do, or else it does not matter. Just like studying, I will not force myself to study. I will not force myself. I do force myself to work out, actually. I do, because that's just discipline. That's my discipline. Also, I do not force myself to meditate for my Buddhist practices, because that also becomes, like I even just practices. You don't want to practice it. You do where your heart is. That is what everything should be for your life, is where your heart is. But anyways, I just want to go over the last 3 weeks. So I did start a collecting job, collecting agencies. I am collecting student loans. I'm not going to share where, because it's classified. But for me, someone who has always struggled in the classroom setting, elementary school, I stabbed a kid with a fork because he was taking my pizza. I was running over the classroom. Middle school, I became a zombie to the prescription drug Adderall. The real drugs of the world are prescription drugs, I believe. That stuff made me a zombie. That's the only way I could describe it. I used to go to these meetings to talk about my performance and these prescription drugs, Adderall, and I was like, why am I here? I feel like such a zombie. And all they did for me was actually lower the dosage. I was like, no, Mom, Miss, whatever her name was, and my mom, I was like, I'm not taking these prescription drugs anymore. I feel like a zombie. I can do this on my own. And you know what I did? I graduated high school. I know it's like not really a big deal, because it's not like it takes that much effort. You just gotta show up. But I feel accomplished just for doing that without Adderall in my system. A little weed, yeah, because that just balances me out. That grounds me. Firm believer in pot. Yep, supporter. But anyways, going back to my collecting job. I've been talked to twice about my performance in the last 2 weeks. Twice. And the reason I've been talked to is about, one, my performance, my effort, like my performance efforts in the job itself, my lack of like my I show that I guess I show that I don't care. I seem to not be picking up or absorbing the information that is being educated to us, as we are being educated these last 3 weeks about the basics of collecting and the company and all this other garbage. I shouldn't say garbage because it's what I have to follow, but in these 2 meetings, I had to talk to the management and my educator. They were like, you are not seeming to get these basics you're being taught. You show that you don't care. You are not putting forth the effort and the performance we expect to see out of you that your peers are showing. I'm like, listen, I don't want to hear, and then say like that wasn't rude, but I basically just said that, like, I do not appreciate being compared to other classmates because, I owned being a slow learner. I basically owned what I was being told, other than the effort, because I put in a shit ton of effort. If you were my teacher, my educator, you would disagree, but I probably write the most notes in that class, because it's just what I have to do. I had to own that I am a slow learner. I had to realize that I am falling behind, that I am slipping in what we were being taught. I am not understanding basics. And you know why? It's because I cannot concentrate. It's the hyperactive mind I was born with. We cannot concentrate. We really can't. Like, you tell me one thing and I have already thought of 100 different things around it. I've already figured out who you are, what you said, what I'm doing later on, what I'm about to do after this conversation, what I did yesterday. I've already thought of 1,000 different things. And it can be controlled, yeah, if you are mindful of it. I practice mindfulness every day through the Buddhist teachings, but it's not always there. It's a struggle. I told him I struggle. I've always struggled in the classroom, but just explaining that situation, I want you guys to own everything. I want you to own your flaws. I want you to embrace your flaws. I want you to be like, yes, I am a slow learner. Yes, maybe you're a bad driver. Maybe you eat too much fattening foods. Maybe you don't always work out when you should. Maybe you don't listen to the happiest music. Maybe you don't do what you're expected from your parents, or maybe you just are not living up to everyday expectations. Not that you should sit there and be okay with it, but embrace it and acknowledge it. Become mindful that this is happening, that maybe you are falling behind, that maybe you can't even understand the basics like me, but you still pull through, and that it just comes differently for you because it comes differently for me. I could be struggling now and then end up being the top collector in a week. A month. That's the way it always works out for me. It's a surprise. It's always been a surprise for the ones that have doubted me, and that's why I do believe in just being grateful, just owning your flaws, owning up to what I owned up to what my management was telling me that I am doing wrong. You own that shit, and you say, yes, I am falling behind. Yes, I might have not been putting forth the effort that you expect of me. Don't try and deny it. I mean, you know it's true. Most of the time, it's true what people are telling you about what they've observed from you. Most of the time, it's there. I mean, I wanted to disagree with them. I got a little cracked up. I got a little jittery. I wanted to tear up because I left my other job because I believed in this job. I wanted, not just because the money's great, but I believe in leaving your comfort zone and obtaining as much information as you can. That's what I am doing with this job. I want to learn every skill I can. I think that's what, my slow mind has given me a passion for. It's just obtaining as much as I can, as much as my slow mind allows me to. I have been trying to rewire my mind for years now. I really just got into it within the past year and a half. I really have. That's like when I really started to try to rewire it, try to become more mindful of what's happening and all this other, everything else that's going on. I just want you guys to own it, and I want you to just own it. Just own your flaws, okay? I hope this video has caught your attention and give you guys a better thought, because I never thought I would, even be making these videos, calling myself out on all my crap, and sharing this information, but here I am. And I think it's good. It builds up good charisma, even if, if any of you just started making videos or just started sharing your flaws or ideas with the world. I feel like it's like so uplifting, personally, in my opinion. So I hope you guys have a great night. I hope this ramble has affected you guys in a good way and you guys don't hate me too much. But yeah, have a good night. See you guys.